Morning, all. Well, I got up too late to go to my weekly protest, so I said, let's talk about what happened to me yesterday. Well, actually, nothing happened to me yesterday, but I got a phone call that informed me of several people's imminent demise. A coworker has a sister who's very ill, and they gave her literally 6 months or less to live. And my friend is all freaking out, of course, because they thought she had beat this thing that had hold of her for quite a time, and she lives out of state, and she's not sure if she wants to go down and visit her because the 6 month prognosis is sounds pretty optimistic. The woman in question, who I've never met, is one of my friends, like 4 or 5 sisters, and she's really weak, and people are going to visit her, like. So my friend's like, why am I smiling? So my friend's like, I don't know if I'm going to go down there because, I'm going to freak out and cry because I freak out and cry at everything. And she really does. And I'm like, yeah, but if you don't go, how are you going to feel? And then she starts talking about distributing the goods. My friend is a very generous person. I can name a couple of things she's done for me that's really nice, but she's always focused on stuff. And she has a sister who's really wealthy, like we're talking corner office, tennis court, and beach house wealthy. This sister of hers actually owns a mortgage on my friend's house, and she's always coming over to improve it and watching my friend like a hawk to make sure she doesn't do anything to the house, which is strange. It's a strange thing because seeing my friend, you wouldn't think she's into stuff at all. She dresses, very plainly, doesn't wear a lot of jewelry, but she starts talking about, and so I wonder what happened to the Waterford crystal. I guess when you have a lot of sisters in the house, you wonder who's going to get what, and there is a great deal of relativage about it. But I found it so typical of her that after, crying on the phone to me and I, with my practicality and Germanness, or saying, does she have a proxy? Is this that and that this? The woman who's dying has pretty much put her stuff in order, but she starts talking about like who got the Waterford. I don't get it. And then this morning, you see, this thing I have on my neck is actually a birthstone. I got this when I graduated from high school. So that's like a long time ago. It happened to be on the floor, and I have my metal little grabber with a magnet on it. And it hit, when I picked the grabber off the floor, this thing was on the floor and it hit the chain. I go, gee, it never occurred to me that this chain wasn't gold. And then I'm looking at it, I'm putting it on, I'm like, this really is a very, very short chain. And I'm wondering if my parents actually bought it from like the children's jewelry section, because we didn't have a lot of money. So I put it on. I don't recall the last time I wore it. I figured I just put that on and make a kind of contrast there. It's just odd to me that we never had anything to distribute. My parents had sold their houses. There never were any assets to clean up. And here my friend, who's like always talking about this sister and that sister, and her sister who's dying is going to be cremated, and then they'll bring her up here. And I remember when my friend's mom died, her mom was also cremated. Her mom was a very popular music teacher, and the room in which she was viewed really wasn't a room in which she was viewed. She was like in a shoebox on a stand, and there were so many people that they cleared all the chairs out of the viewing room. So there were basically all these people milling around and around this stand with a box on it, like, yo. It was more like a gallery opening. And well, I guess I don't know if that's going to happen here or what, because like I said, I never did meet the sister. And then I found that another coworker of mine, one who we always made fun of because she was très pretentious, and would say things like banana instead of banana. She is in hospice, not too far from here. Now, I haven't worked with her for like 20 years and haven't seen her in that time since, we moved apartments and all, and she retired before I did. And she's only like 2 or 3 years older than me. And I'm wondering, okay, now, when she passes, is there going to be an announcement? I mean, I know that my friend who called me, the friend with the sick sister, is gonna let me in. But now, should I go to that viewing? She was a very well known person, but we always used to make fun of her. In fact, I have my good friend and I always were making fun of her. Anyway, so what do you do in that case? And then the third thing my friend told me, the one with the dying sister, our dying coworker, is that another friend of hers has prostate cancer, and the list just goes on and on. When you get to be this age, I guess, I don't know. When I sit here and I wonder, how long have I got? I was always saying I don't want to live past 70, and if I retire at 66, I'll only have 4 years before I die, and now I've retired earlier than I thought. So like, and then I'm talking with my other friend, and he's like, yeah, well, how am I gonna, when I retire, which is in like 2 years, how am I gonna deal with my savings account? Because we have the savings account at work where you can do many, many things when you retire. I personally am taking it out bit by bit, and they've sort of calculated how much I'm getting a month, and he's like, yeah, but do I want to live to be 82? I mean, what happens after that? I said, well, what do you do with that? You got to have these things in place. But like yesterday, this just litany of things. It happens. I don't even know why I started this, except I got up too late to do anything really important this morning. I'm probably going to be doing a video about a really bad French movie I saw yesterday too. So everybody have a good day, and I'll be talking to you.